Oops. Okay, here we go. Brass pot. Well, zinc and copper. Then I put my conch shell. Can you can you tell it? The copper and zinc is coating my conch shell. But I can't understand if the conch shell is pulling it out. That's what I'm thinking, that it's pulling it out. Because when those are combined together, zinc and copper, they are less to, if you had them separate, zinc would be a negative cathode, the anode, excuse me, it'd be the anode, and copper would be the cathode. In other words, the positive. So the copper would draw zinc ions, over to its place. But when zinc and copper are placed together, it's balanced out. It shouldn't be coming out. And here, this conch shell, all I can think is that it makes the water affected in such a way that it pulls the zinc and copper out. That's all I can think. That's copper oxide. That's definitely copper oxide. But you're never supposed to, if you put water for 24 hours in a copper pot, it's bad for you. If you put water in a brass pot for so many days, it's not going to do any harm to you, like it would do if it was just copper. Copper, taking in too much copper creates cancer, that's for sure. That's Hilda Clark. But here, what in the world is happening? Is this conch shell able to draw out the copper oxide? And I wonder if zinc is there too. Incredible. Just Krishna's ways are just incredible and not understandable. Yeah, if I put water in this copper, I can only leave it there for a certain amount of hours because the copper that goes into the water can cause cancer to you. It's bad for you. It's too much heavy metal. So I go through that water. That's about, I'd say 15 liter. That's not 10. That's about a 15 liter. We go through that in 2 days. We will go through that. So 2 days it'll sit there, which doesn't seem like a large enough time to get to do any harm to us. Now, if we let the sit there for a long time, then I would be a little bit fearful of what the reaction is going to be in my body. But 2 days, no, because it's actually said that you should take zinc, separate zinc, pure zinc, wrap it around copper, and put it in your water to make the heavy metals, the other heavy metals, come out. That makes the heavy metals come out. And the zinc gives off electrons to the copper. And that motion, it's like in a battery, the cathode, the anode. The anode is a negative, the cathode is a positive. So you just don't want to accumulate heavy metals within your body. They're always bad. Zinc is good for the muscles. So a little bit of zinc, a little bit of copper, great. Okay, well, I hope someone can tell me what's happening. Either because it's sitting in that water, it's showing me what the water has. Or because it's sitting in the water, it has some way or another changed the polarity or did something, so it's drawing out the zinc and the copper. It's drawing it out. And it's coating that conch shell. It's amazing to me. Why is it amazing? Well, Agastya Muni, he wrote a paper on a battery. And the battery has water that is copper oxide water, and he describes it as blue like the peacocks, and that's the blue like the peacocks. That's what his battery had in it, and with that happening, what was happening is there was a electrohydrolysis, like the separating of oxygen and hydrogen. And oxygen and hydrogen was coming off of that battery. So the battery wasn't made for so much for electricity, but it was to separate the oxygen and hydrogen and have that separate within his hut. That was his whole process of it. So, and he used, there's another ingredient he used not just zinc and copper, but he also used mercury. And the solution was a solution of the color of the peacock's neck. And that's it, the color of the peacock's neck. Okay, hope no damage is being done.